Hello, and welcome back to a new video by the Discourse platform. My name is Johan and I will be your host in this video. Alright, so in this video we're going to talk about something really important, and that is going to be collection types in Swift. So collection types are actually a way of storing a collection of information together, and we can actually access that information through code. So for example, in Swift we have three different kinds of collection types. That is the array, the dictionary, and we have sets. And when you are going when you're going further with your development journey, or you're actually going to start coding and build apps, you're actually going to see that you're going to need knowledge of arrays, dictionaries, and sometimes sets. I haven't seen sets being used in the in real life, but there is a chance that maybe someday a company actually uses them, so it's actually really easy for you guys to know about them. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to create an array. So, and how this works is var array is equal to two braces. So these two braces, this means it's an empty array. And when we have, like, let's say we're going to give this some stuff, right? So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is an array of integers now, right? And what you can actually you can actually do, for example, array dot count. And when we run this, theoretically this should spit out a number, probably 3. And why don't we see it in the thingy? Oh, wait a second, probably array.count. Oh, here it comes. It took a little while. Okay, so as you can see now, the array is printed 1, 2, 3, and we have array.count. So this is actually an array of integers. So what we could also do, we could actually give this as a type, right? So we can actually do like this, and we can do int. So now we have actually an array. We know that they need integers, and at this moment they have integers, right? So 1, 2, 3. So what we can also do is var new array. This is going to be string is equal to empty array. So when you create a new array and it needs strings, we actually create an empty array so we actually initialize it. So what we can do, we can actually, instead of already adding the information to an array, we can actually also add them after the fact, right? So we can actually do new array dot append, and we don't need contents of. We're going to make this a string, and this string is going to be Johan. Let's run this. So as you can see now, we actually appended the array, and if we write new array under here, like this, and we run this, now we're actually gonna print out the array here, this one, and now you can see we actually have Johan inside. So what we also can do, we're gonna add a new one, new array dot append. We don't need contents of, and we can actually do gape new array dot append, and this is going to be Richard. And when we run this, now you can see we actually get more information. So as you can see here is also the moment when we append array here, we only see my name, Johan. After that we also see Gabe, and after that also Richard. Pretty cool. So at this moment we have like Johan, so my name and number on the index of 0, and Gabe is number 1 and Richard is number 2. So what if we actually want to only display Richard, right? We need the information of Richard. What we can actually do is new array. I think it was like this, and then we're gonna call 2, sorry. So when we work with an array, let's cut this out a little bit. So the first value inside an array is also always 0. The second one is 1. The third one is 2. Fourth one is 3, and so on and so on. And this is because the index of an array always starts with 0 in Swift. So don't forget that. So in this case, let's do new array. And we're going to do 1 over here. And let's run this. Let's see what happens. So as you can see, now we display Gabe and Richard separately, right? Because we actually take the new, we actually take the value according to the index. Okay, so pretty cool. And what we're going to do now, this also going to be really cool. So let's say, in this case, we have Johan, Gabe, and Richard. But I actually want to implement, inject another value over there. So what we can actually do, we can do new array dot insert. This is going to be Lisa. And this is going to be an index of 0. And now, when we do print new array, we can actually see that Lisa is now on the index of 0, and Johan is 1, Gabe 2, and Richard 3. So this is pretty cool. And when we do insert, we can also remove something, right? So let's say we want to remove Johan from the array. So we do a new array dot remove, and we're gonna remove index of 1. So that's my name. And when we're gonna do print new array, we can actually run this. And as you can see now, Johan is gone. Lisa, Gabe, Richard. Pretty cool. And what you can also do when you want to remove, you can also do remove all. And this way you can actually empty the string again after you're finished with it. Pretty cool. So another one. Another thing we can do with arrays, we can actually iterate over it with like a for loop if you want. So let's say we have our new array, and we can actually do, let's say, for user in. That's going to be new array. And we're going to do hello. Oh, we're going to do print. So print hello. It's going to be a backslash string interpolation, and we're going to call this user. So when we run this, theoretically this should work. Yes, it does. So as you can see in the console, we have now hello Lisa, hello Gabe, and hello Richard. And this is actually really powerful when you work with arrays. You can iterate over them using a for loop or while loop and everything. So another one, that's going to be the dictionary. Dictionary. And the difference between an array and a dictionary is that in a dictionary we can actually save information together. So for example, let's try this out. So we're gonna do let's say var, and what shall we do? Let's see TV. Okay, var TV is gonna be a dictionary of string and int. Right? Yes. Okay, let's do it like this. Or no, you know what? Let's do users. So let's keep it with what we did before. Let's say employees. Okay. So what we can actually do, we can actually create a dictionary, and with the dictionary we can actually do a string, and the string is going to be Johan, double point, and this is going to be 30, comma. Another one is going to be Lisa, double point, 24. After that we're going to do Gabe, and Gabe, I think he's 23. And then we have Richard, and Richard is 19 or 20. Yeah, let's say 20. Okay, so let's print out employees like this. Okay, so we run this. Oh, I forgot a comma there. Let's run this again. Okay, so as you can see, it actually prints out in here. So we printed Richard of an age of 20, Lisa is 24, Gabe is 23, and Johan is 30. So this is actually how we can actually add information to a dictionary, because when we work with dictionaries, this is really interesting when you work with like a lot of data, right? From, for example, when you do a request to an API. When you do like a request to an API of the Discourse platform, and you want to get a specific user, you get the username, password. No, you don't get the password. You get username, name, last name, email, subscription status, and so on and so on. And when you get a lot of information like that, you can actually do something with it. And that's the whole idea about dictionaries. When you work with dictionaries, it's actually a really big, it's like a really big hump of information that you can actually do something with. So what we can do with a dictionary, we can actually also, like in the array, we can actually iterate over it. So when we do for some braces, and let's do name, comma, age, in, employees. Okay, so what we can do, we can actually do print, and we're gonna do like this, and we're gonna call here name. Oh, first we need a string, so let's do some string interpolation here. Name is age old. So when we run this, theoretically, we should get a whole list with with our employees and how old they are. So let's run this. Yes, it works. So Richard is 20 years old, Lisa is 24, Gabe is 23, and Johan is 30. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And with dictionary, there are so many there are so many things you can do with it. It's really amazing. I don't want to make this video too long, so maybe in a future video, I'm actually also gonna talk about more about dictionaries. So the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna talk about sets. And a set is actually something that we use when we want to store values of the same type. I haven't seen it in a while before. I haven't seen companies actually using it, but it's I th let's just make one, and so that you guys know what it is. So let's try this out. So what we can do, var letters is equal to set, and the set is going to be a character. So like this. Okay. So now we created the set, and we know that's going to be a character. And we also know that in this case it's going to be letters. So what we can do, we can actually do letters dot I think going to be insert, and the letter is going to be a string of A. So let's print letters. Let's run this really quick. And as you can see, there we have A. And we can actually also do this when we copy paste this one. Let's copy paste this really quick. And let's give this a B. Let's print this again. And yes, there we have A and B. Pretty cool. So what you can, and now we actually only create like an empty set. But what we can also do, we can actually also create a set, so a new set with an array literal. What it means is we can actually do set, and the set's going to be it's going to be value of string, and we can actually do it like this. So let's say Apple Watch. No, you know what? Not Apple Watch. We're going to do Watch OS. Yes, let's do that. Watch OS. After that, we have iOS. And after that, we have iPad OS. And when we print a new set, so do print new set. So, and as you can see now, we actually already have a set. And because we know that the set only contains strings, watchOS, iOS, and iPadOS is indeed string. Pretty cool. And let's say we also want to inject something new. So let's do new set.insert. and we're gonna insert macOS like this. Let's run this, and let's print it one more time. New set. Let's run this. So as you can see, now macOS is in the back of there. Pretty cool. So yeah, this is a little bit about arrays, dictionaries, and sets. Sets is actually, this is not everything you can do with the set. There's actually a lot of, they also have like a lot of functions and modification stuff. But I think that's a little bit too complicated to put it in this video. I'm gonna make a separate video about sets in the future. And I'm sure you guys are gonna find it really interesting. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. The video is longer than I want it to be, but it doesn't matter. I hope you guys are started. I hope you guys understand a little bit how this works. If you have any questions, make sure to send me a message. Yeah, and if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like and give me a follow. I'm almost at 1,000 subs, and it will be really cool if we can grow this. We can grow this channel to 2,000 this year. If not, if then it won't happen. But if you guys want to help me with that, please do. So, thank you for watching, and I see you next time.